Hey everybody, Asher here, back with more Stellaris, where we are continuing where we left off last time, warmongering the Zachron United Stars. We are looking at possibly taking on these jokers next. I've thought about vassalizing these guys, but I think it's better if I just wipe them off the map, and possibly vassalize over here your friends. I could possibly even return these guys there afterwards. The big thing is that I want access. However, I wouldn't mind wiping the United Stars off the map. After all, they've attacked us twice. Now, there are some other things to think about, and I don't know if I've gotten anything in the comments with it yet, but you may have noticed that my ship designs are only using fusion reactors. That's the big limiting factor. I'm not going to cancel my research right now, but as we're probably going to see this episode, I've had a major derp in terms of what I've researched and what I have available. I could have had better reactors a long time ago, and it's all because of something that I've misplayed across multiple saves, including this one. But let's go ahead and get started, because we have some very important things to do here. We're colonizing planets right now, but today is going to be a lot about spreading our seed. You can say ew to that if you want to, but truth be told, we need to get our fleet cap up and we need to get our fleet power up. So to that end, we need to start building some more things. I know there is a lot of talk about like, hey, let's go ahead and just, well, I need to actually upgrade that spaceport quite a bit, about making a lot of corvettes, and I think that is true to a point. But once we get some research started, we'll be able to go there. The bigger goal, though, is to go ahead and take some of these things like Ocean Worlds. Even if they're not great, we still want to actually go ahead and get some of these places. So at least we can have it available. Like 80% for the Athalids. If we can just get the Athalids to join us here. So like, for instance, if we go ahead and build a spaceport here, which I can hotkey these spaceports if I really felt like it. Let's hear the Athalids. We want the ones that are... we don't want the ones that are individualist. I mean, it's interesting, the ethics divergence is still very much real here. We'll do spiritualist, individualist, I guess. Now, I could also genetically modify them if I really felt like it. But we want to be able to get some of these ocean worlds, and we've got a lot of ocean worlds. We've got some continental worlds. Now, I just want to remind myself here that we're using a lot of conquered species to do this. So we want to have something that is a little bit more harmonious, like we have the Othethi over here. So we're not out purging everyone else. In fact, we've actually deleted our ability to purge. That could change later, all because we were trying to make a good alliance. Now, I have played, as I've said before, deeper in some saves than I am over here. And let's hear the Othethi. We want them to have the collectivist spiritualist traits. And we'll actually upgrade your spaceport as well. Anything good that we can drop on here. Synchronized defenses are okay. Orbital farms are not really necessary. There are a few things that are good, like the crew quarters, which I don't actually think I have unlocked yet. But next time it comes out, it's good because that's going to decrease our status here. We're actually upgrading our fleet right now, which is okay. We may have to go back and upgrade them again just so that we can get some more power to our ships, because we're going to be able to greatly increase our power level here. Now let's make sure we know who our arid planets are. Nobody. We have people who can colonize arid worlds, but in fact the problem with that is that we can actually make it there. So we have some arid, we have some tundra worlds, but once again, while it says it's habitable, you have to have both the habitability and the research for it. So like, we can put you guys over here. We have people for this that they don't like me. It's very exciting. The United Uberic Confederacy is declaring war. We have too many planets, so we're going to get a penalty here. That's okay. Let's hear. You are probably just going to end up, even though this is a really nice planet. Do we have some other planets that we kind of want to break off? Like, Earth has a lot of stuff that we can upgrade, which is pretty good. Schlug is good. I think we'll keep Bacagni for now and try and develop it manually. But we have so many worlds that we just need to colonize. Like, just straight up need. And this needs to be a priority for us because our fleet cap is, we're okay, but we could be doing a lot better. So this is the Gablon sector. You're going to see me doing this a lot. I'm just going to go ahead and unpause it here too. Now, we do have not as much influence as I'd like. Although we'll be able to get some more. Actually, it's not Gablon, it's Gablor. And now there's a planet. So what can we do for Bacagni here? Obviously, we're going to build a spaceport. And we are going to go ahead and... we do have some good food resources here. And we'll try and manually develop this one for a little bit. We do want minerals, we do want energy, we do want all that production. Can our construction ships do anything else very useful right now? Actually, don't need to manage these sectors anymore. We do have some crystalline entities over here. Let's take them out. Just merge these guys. And we had someone else die, which is one of the reasons we have had a lot of issues here. It looks like one of our researchers... well, it's good that we'll get a scientific leap here. We're just going to abstain. But society research, what was I saying before? There's a very light, and on the colors I'm playing, hard to see in some spots, scroll bar over here. So we have Frontier Clinic, Ministry of Benevolence. Our people are united and strong, and rules benevolence. Sometimes the populace needs to be reminded, so this unlocks a building that will decrease ethics divergence. Don't really care about that much, but if we look down here, there's like Amoeba Flagella, which is, I guess I'll take the Ministry of, I mean, we could do Form Federation, we could do Frontier Clinic, just because, but yeah, there's not too much to it. The Zakron Homesteaders, we're going to have lots of places to spend our influence here in a minute. So Gabog, really? So we're down one Betharian stone, probably because I put it in a sector. But yeah, we're going to have a lot of colony ships today. As it should be. In fact, Burritos, Suave... see, look, everybody's just dying. Scientist is dead. We need a new scientist. We have to recruit one of these scientists.
Construction complete.
And this is all going to take influence. So we do have psionics, which is really good. And that's not good. I'm actually going to go ahead. We'll recruit you for psionics, and we'll go back to the science real quick. New Worlds Protocol is okay. But technically... well, let's see. Who do we have in our science ship right now? Yeah, we'll just go ahead and put this person over here. Just a little bit of micromanagement. We want to have our psionics under society research, because that'll unlock some new things, and then we can get increased research speed over here. So hopefully I can undo some of my screw-ups here in a little bit. Now we have a second science ship. We're going to have some more leaders die in just a minute. We do have scientific leap as our new goal, so if we look at our leader here, leader lifespan, frontier outpost costs are less. Well, we're not really at the point of the game where we're so worried about frontier outpost. What we are worried about is taking on Zir over here. So that's a construction ship. What I really should do here is this is colonizable by the athlete, but not too great. What I really need to do is to start actually hotkeying where our guys are. Like these guys here, which I feel like maybe I should emancipate them at some point. So that'll be this spaceport. Like I said, we need to just really get you guys going, so they can be just like us. Multiple colony ships. This is going to tank our income for a little bit, which is alright. The other thing we can do here is if we want to declare war, they're pathetic. Their technology level is only equivalent. They're actually pathetic. I could probably take them out with just this 8 stack of battleships. So do we have a second... oh, actually, we have a few admirals. Evasion and ship upkeep, that's pretty good. Fire rate, oh, that's really good. Here's our 5-star general. Ship upkeep and fire rate, that's already pretty good. And here are the troops, all waiting to be split out. So we can go ahead and start picking some places we want to colonize. Like I said, Pops influence the naval capacity, and I'm not going to be building too many ships necessarily unless I have to, because it's a pain in the butt to upgrade these things already. Like our main fleet's in the process of upgrading, which is one reason I'm not declaring war right now. How long do we have? 165. That's not awful. I've had worse. Wait, Hythea? Where are you all upgrading? Oh, you're upgrading at Earth. That's right. There we go. 4. That's still about as much time as like a battleship, so that's okay. Alright, so let's see how these guys go. We got 8K versus 105. Let's slow it down a little bit. So this is the Armageddon battleships. For those of you who didn't see last time, actually using shard throwers. How troll is that? Yeah, we've got a lot of things. We've got a lot of makeup research that we got to do. It's a really big screw up that I made. Plus, we need to focus on some more specific weapons. But once we get that enabled, that's fine. So we're firing all the torpedoes right now. Our fleets are still strong. We could just be using stronger equipment. Alright, so you guys are dying.
Situation log.
Yay. We'll put you on aggro. So we have more bio here. We get some tile blockers, some naval capacity. I kind of want to do that tile blocker. Let's see. How many do we have on the surface here? None, although we have buildings. We have lots of buildings to upgrade. That's good. We actually don't have any of those as significant tile blockers. Okay. And we'll do naval capacity. We've got to do some... We got to do some ingrain upgrades to construction ship. Research station. Construction ship.
Updated.
Resources. Alright. So, Hythea, all the upgrades in the world. We're going to have so much money. And that's fine, because we're going to need all of it later. So, mining station. These researchers also increase the caps. Planetary capital. That's good. This building gives us influence, which will actually be nice just in general. So this is a very nice planet, and we're not getting a ton of research off here, but we're getting a good amount. All right, so there's all those upgrades. Schlurg said we felt like we needed energy before, didn't we? All right. So we'll send that fleet in to repair when it's done. Biolab's fine. Probably don't need the food upgrade, but we're going to do it anyway. Power here. And then we're going to have some unemployed pops.
Construction complete.
So do we have anything that's great here? Mining network. Power plant's okay. We'll build a... Okay, it says I do both that I do and I don't have extra Betharian stone. So we'll just put a mining network here. Suppress the food. More minerals. And how are we on our cap? 1600. We're not going to hit anywhere near our cap soon. So we do have... Oh, we actually have someone whose ethics have diverged a little bit. You are no longer spiritualist. That's too bad. Alright, and I guess we can do, since this is kind of a blank place... Let's see, we should already have something good to hear. Clone vats. Let's make them. Gives the planet something to produce. Earth, we can clear you. Earth, you're almost done with everything, so we can upgrade all these resources. What do you know? You guys are still very unhappy because we have alien rulers. There are some happiness buildings we could potentially build. But you guys are just not gonna like us for a while. Earth is actually one of those planets that I'm really thinking about just dropping off. It's strong, but it doesn't produce quite as much. The people would be a lot happier if they were just in a sector, I think. Alright, so we actually don't need to repair you guys. Fun. Let's see here. Ocean world for here, too. Now let's put you in... Let's port you over here. That'll be fine. You guys are just about done. We'll be saying just about done for about the rest of this episode, though. So strong... Uh-oh. These guys are not only strong factions, they're about to blow up. Now, there's some things that we can try and do. Like, we have 7 income here. I haven't done a lot with policies yet. But, like, I can do the Grand Fleet if I really need to increase things. Drone bounty, censored. No, encourage free thoughts, research speed, information quarantine. There are some edicts you can enact which will make people happier overall, and they're pretty strong, so they take quite a bit, but we don't seem to have it there. Alright, so planet summary. Spiritual unity, food, growth time, infrastructure projects. Capacity overload, land of opportunity, propaganda broadcast. Happiness plus 10. I think these guys are just going to be mad regardless. Alright. Well, if they're about to go outright rebellion, let's get ready for it. How are the armies on the ground here? We got assault armies. That should be okay. And I think we are gonna be alright. Because when we go to war, the last thing I want is these two things to revolt right away, but it could come down to that. Like I said, the other big thing is that we need to start actually colonizing some of these places. You look like a good place to colonize. I mean, we're not being very discriminatory in terms of where we want to go. I just want to... I want to actually get good places, though. Because there's another thing I can do to try and help growth here. Is Emph good? Well, you know what? That's reasonable. And Cornucopia. Planet's home to abundance of viable food sources. Nice. Let's colonize with you guys. Maybe you'll like me better. Alright, what do we got down here? Ocean World, Tundra World. Tundra World down here. Let's go ahead and look at this. Let's go ahead and lock down this system. Once again, even if it's not like the most... Alright, that's not what we want. Oh, there it is. Moon. Ooh, that's nasty. Alright, so Burritos is over there. Actually, I have a place that we just can't get into. Alright. That's not awesome. That's not awful. Tundra World over here. That's more like it. So we're going to be spending a lot of money just to colonize these places. And once again, I am prioritizing putting things on better tiles. We should look for a continental world as well. Is it going to be this one? Maybe. I think we can do better. Like, we have one over here. Is that continental? It's tiny, though. And then we have all the worlds over here. Like, we have Arctic Worlds and everything. We just don't have very big ones. Although some of these are not awful. Like, this would fall under the category of not awful. It's one of those things where Seoul could be very good. This one's great, though. Ambrasia 4. I didn't even realize that. Ran into this on a live stream recently. Strong magnetic field, hazardous weather. So, it's one of those planetary hellscapes that we all read about but never really want to visit. Alright. Guess we'll just do this one. 70% habitability. Is there a reason why? Oh well. We're going there anyway. So we only have 4 production... Well, we have 5 production worlds. I can't count. Earth, once again, still almost there. You guys are just individualists beyond belief. And what we really need is kind of some bigger planets that we can call our own. Like, there's an ocean world over here. Are you pretty big? You're pretty big. Alright, so we need to definitely colonize that one. They're getting... The peasants are getting more and more revolty. Let's get another athlete ship. It should be done here in a little bit. We can go off normal speed.
Ships upgraded. Construction
Like,
complete.
let's see here. This spaceport. Which I didn't even hotkey. Let's do... Oh, I did control F3. That's not what we want. Alright, colony ship. We don't want to do fanatic individualist. We'll do anything with spiritualist and military is fine. Alright. So we got Gablor over here again, named after our great scientist. Here we go, physics research. How big of a derp is a derp that we've made today? We have ion disruptors, hyperdrive 3, all very nice, but some of our backbones down here. Cold fusion power. Cloud lightning. All these things like, well, I know I've been partially researching these. Red lasers. We actually could potentially need lasers quite a bit. Antimatter power. Improved shields. Just, I feel so dumb. 0 point power. Even we're not going to do 0 point because that's going to take forever to research. But I think we will do antimatter. That's reasonable enough. And we're already halfway there. And we can just straight upgrade our ships, which is pretty important too. Once again, I am bad at this game. Alright.
Construction complete.
So we have our actual fleet upgrade now, right? That is upgrade. Did we gain any power? I'm not sure. Can't say for a fact, but what I can say is that time flies when you're busy managing everything here. We still have you guys. They're inferior, they're pathetic, they really don't like us, they're hostile. And they actually have a federation with a bunch of people that don't matter. Like, where are you? Yeah, you're just tiny. We know who you are. Where are you? Okay, you are on the other side of the galaxy. So they may think that they have the power to take us on, but they really don't. That's where the federations and stuff don't always work out. And that's interesting. They've split up again. So it's here. Do you guys not like the other guys? Oh, no. Oh, wow. They actually have another planet. They actually colonized something. How cute is that? Let's kill them. So I did, what did I find? I found another world that we want to colonize. I'll have to review the footage there and see. Let's go ahead. Drop you guys in orbit over here. We got you guys in orbit right here. We're going to be aggressive. Be aggressive. This is the reason I'm not going whole hog on my influence, because... Oh no, we actually lost our main admiral. He's like, I'm ready to fight. And for some reason, I have duped my leaders here. That's not what was supposed to happen. Alright, so fire rate, speed, evasion, that's all very exciting. Let's go look at our leaders. Yeah, this does happen sometimes, where it gets a little crazy. And all these sectors, there's another thing I need to do. We'll do that in just a second, though. So we have... You're available. You need a new leader. Alright. We want you there. And you're not actually leaving your post. But I really want to not cheat, and I really want the ship upkeep down there. So, new generation, new war. Before we go, and we are almost at time already, which is amazing to me, we need to do something else. Like, I want to get a bunch of governors on these places, but more importantly, I just need to be giving these things minerals. That's one thing that I've neglected doing a bit. See how fast they're spending those minerals? This infrastructure is just going to help everything. Apparently they have all the minerals they need. But see, like everyone else, some of these bigger sectors could just really use it. Like some of these have a lot of tiles, and then we have all these areas over here that don't actually have governors as well. So we have some colonies established. Nice. We do have Hythea doesn't even have a governor. Well, we need to fix that. See, just like all these little things that I've somewhat neglected, we don't worry too much about building construction time with you. We just want a little bit of happiness boost. Going a long way. And then we have the ocean world here. So we'll go ahead and extend this sector out. The Gablor sector. Alright, and then here you go. This is quite a bit of tiles. And it is over here. So we may manually do this, and we may pass off Sol. I think passing off Sol is the right move. It's just, under my leadership, it's just not going to have the production that I'd like. So let's go ahead. Sorry, Earth. You were good for a while. I'm glad we raised you up from the depths of probably nuclear annihilation. But you get to have somewhat your own independence. Somewhat. Alright, so there's Sol. Did we not scout this planet? Weird. Okay, well, let's go ahead and just make this neat and clean. Alright. So that sector over there, there's actually places we have not scouted. That is so strange. I feel like we'll need a second scientist here in a second anyway, so we'll go ahead and research. What do you want? Survey speed. Excellent. And let's see if we can level you up. Now, there's two possibilities here. One is that we need to survey the system. So I'm glad that's the one we got. These got flipped over to us because we took over. They surrendered to us. That's so weird. I swear I thought I scanned that already. We still have some border expansion over here.
Complete.
But I think we're getting ready to muster for some battle a little bit. So advanced railgun is fine. Now we don't have it. We have a little bit to scroll down here. Like crystal plating, crystal infused plating. Which one's better? 12, 20, that one. Okay, so that one's a little better. Crystal forge, crystal infused. Auto cannons, engineering facility, flak batteries, which are interesting. Durasteel armor is just a good bread and butter. So we'll do that first. Even though the crystalline upgrades are probably superior. But let's see here. We have one fleet here. We have crap about to hit the fan here. Well, not there. Those are just slaves. Alright, managed faction. Is there anything we can do with you guys? We could return the planets. We could suppress the media. We could bribe leaders. There's no more integration campaigns to speak of. We can do an integration campaign here, but that leaves me starved for influence. But we can do it anyway. Anything we can do to buckle this off a little bit. And I think it's about time to declare war. I mean, that's going to pretty much call an end to this episode. They are a very weak alliance. Like, incredibly weak. It's amazing that they even have 2 planets. And they're hostile. I mean, you guys came out into the stars and just immediately decided that you did not like us. And it's funny because they have mutual threats and mutual rivals. So nobody likes the Zakron United Stars. That's fun. Well, you know what, though? We're going to go ahead and just knock on your buddy's door here. Nothing very personal against you. But since we don't have to do Casus Belli so much here, which is a little sad to me. But we want to vassalize the Athlete Compact, which is you. And we're going to stick with some vassals because I found that even though the AI is stupid in some ways, typically vassals will actually follow you around, and that's not so bad. So, opponents. Can we not get that planet? Oh, seed planet, Rakomars. It's just a little bit over. What we can do is liberate it, though, maybe. Oh, it's too bad that we can't do both at once. Like, we are so close. And they don't really have any other... I don't want to do anything else. We could just troll them, I guess, and be like... Well, we really need to take out that side. So I guess we can vassalize. Let's see. You know what? We're just going to do a straight takeover. Seed this planet. That's 43. It's harder because it's their capital. Then what else can we get? Their capital's all the way up there. I don't care about it very much. Mar and Tanda. Like I said, I don't mind liberating some of these things because that'll make an ally over here. Big thing is that I want a path. So 31, and then we can probably liberate one thing. Who can we liberate that would really piss them off? Yiton. Let's do actually one that we can reach. So liberate Rati. There we go. Can we do it? 102. No, we can't. Oh wait, no. This is the fun part. It's like, no, we did not. Why did we suddenly switch that? So Maratala. We want to actually liberate for 18 war score. There we go, 92. This looks like a jolly good day, fine day to go to war, isn't it? Let's confirm. And war has been declared. That's about enough time for this episode. This is Asher. We will continue next time and see what we can do just about our good friends here. We are not surprised. In fact, we expected it sooner. You'll find that our forces are ready for you. I hope you're right. This is Asher. Thanks for watching. We'll do this again soon. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.